The so-called wood wide web is a mass of underground fungal filaments in just about every square inch of this forest. And it connects almost all of the plants and trees to the point that they actually share nutrients and even can communicate with one another. What can you tell me about the wood wide web? A wood wide web? Fungal filaments, any of you?
You certainly have an odd way of trying to communicate with the trees and plants here. Here, put this on. They'll like the more earthy tones. It looks like there's at least one fern who will talk with you. But watch out, he's a live one. Bye now. Maybe I'll check in with you later.
Yeah, real nice weather we're having here. Yeah. Yeah, nice spot.
Hey, buddy, I hear you're looking for information on the wood wide web here in the Arcata Community Forest.
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear about it. If you don't mind talking about it.
You need to talk with a tree, and I know one that's a real talker. But first, you gotta do something for me.
Oh, sure, anything I could do to help.
Yeah, this big galoot of a redwood tree dropped one of her branches on me, and it's a cramping my style.
Certainly, I'll remove this. Huh. There you go.
Thanks, son. I feel much better.
Wow. Does it happen very often that these redwood trees drop these big branches on you ferns?
Yeah, often enough to be annoying. You see, what happens is, as these redwood trees, they get taller, they shade out the lower branches to the point that the redwood figures it isn't worth keeping leaves on them. Then those lower branches, they become brittle and they're more likely to break off and fall on us. Oh, well, I can't complain too much. The redwoods do keep us watered all summer. They condense the moisture out of the fog and they drip it down on us, even when it doesn't rain for months on end.
You were saying something about a tree that might be able to tell me more about the wood wide web, the underground fungal filament that underlies this entire forest?
Oh, yeah, okay. Now what you're looking for is a small Sitka spruce tree that's growing on a log about a half mile up the trail. All you have to do to get it to talk is to say, "Oh, you poor spruce tree having to grow in all this shade."
Oh, great. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I really enjoyed our conversation. Oh, and you really are a lovely fern.
Nah, sweet talker. Oh, boy, is he going to get an earful with that spruce tree. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you poor spruce tree, having to grow in all this shade.
I know, it's so true. I thought by rooting on top of this log it would keep me above the shade. But these redwoods, they just keep getting taller every year, just shading me out more and more. It just isn't fair.
There. It will be okay. You know, you do add some very unique diversity to this redwood forest.
You think so?
Yes. And I'm sure a lot of the hikers that come through here really appreciate that about you. Oh, not to mention all the woodpeckers and owls and sapsuckers who will find you a wonderful food source and even a nesting habitat once these redwood trees completely shade you out and you die off and become a beautiful snag. Oh, please, I'm sorry.
It's not fair. This isn't fair.
Would you leave that poor spruce tree alone?
Will you take it down a few notches?
Well, wait a minute. You can talk with the plants and the trees too?
Well, I don't talk to that one much. It's his own fault for rooting in the middle of a redwood forest. Redwood tree growth outpaces spruce tree growth and eventually shades them out. There's a nice spruce tree forest not far from here, close to the ocean where the air's too salty for redwoods. He should have planted himself there. Oh, come on, greenhorn. Yeah, that nature nut lady wanted me to take you to Cimarron so you can learn about the wood wide web or whatever it is you've been yammering about all morning. Yeesh, what a loudmouth.
Well, I thought because I knew an Arcata Forest Fairy, the trees and plants would open up to me a little bit more.
Oh boy, aren't you special? Listen, Greenhorn, the forest fairies around here will warm up to just about anyone who spends enough time in the forest and is willing to listen. Yeah. Well, I am a mite surprised that one of them wasted time talking with a neophyte, city-slicking greenhorn like you. Oh, hey Cimarron, how you doing? You sure do look fine today.
Well, if it isn't one of my favorite humans. The next time you see that nature lady, tell her to come visit me again soon and we'll dance.
You got it, see. By the way, she was hoping you'd chat this fella up a little bit as a favor to one of the fairies.
But of course.
All right then. He's all yours. Good luck with that.
Oh, yes. I would love to hear more about the Wood Wide Web. Oh, great. You don't know how long this day has been. It started, I was asking all kinds of plants and trees, and none of them said anything to me. I tried redwood sorrels. I tried a lot of different redwood trees. And then finally this nature lady came along. And then this nature lady, she told me that I was wearing clothes that contrasted too much. So she
Stay and you will see.
Thank you, Forest Fairy. I feel so much better now.